Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to another Take One Reviews, where I am reviewing the movie Escape Room. Now, I seen this a couple weeks back, and so I wanted to get this review out before the movie comes out later on this week, and just give you my thoughts and let you guys know whether you should see it or not. But here we go. So this movie has a few stars up in there. It has Taylor Russell. You probably remember her if you've seen the Lost in Space show on Netflix, and then Deborah Ann Woll. I think I'm pronouncing it right. She's from the show Daredevil and True Blood and other things or whatnot. And then you got Logan Miller and Jay Ellis. Now, these are just some of the few people that are playing characters that are called together to be in this escape room. Basically, it's self-explanatory, hence escape room. So they're called together to partake in this escape room, and then they end up finding out that it's not just fun and games, that everything is like real. So they're trying to figure out ways how to get out of one room that leads to another room that leads to another room, and just trying to survive the whole ordeal. Now, after seeing this trailer, I thought that, this movie looked really good. Even from the trailer, it got me kind of a sense of like Saw and, Cabin in the Woods and all that type of stuff. And after seeing this movie, it really confirmed that, because it's basically like a combination of like certain films, just the feel of it and everything else. But as far as the acting I really did like in it. It was really good. Deborah Ann Woll, she was actually one of the better characters in there that I liked. She wasn't like overwhelming, she wasn't very charismatic, but I just liked the way she performed her role. And Taylor Russell, she is basically the main character. She's on the poster or whatnot. I do like her character. She's cute, so whatever. But in any case, I did like her character, even though like none of these characters really are charismatic, but I did enjoy the characters. I enjoyed their acting, the portrayal of the roles and everything else. The dramatic aspect of this movie was good. When it needed to be, it needed to be. It did have its laughs, some of this humor up in there, but it was more dramatic than anything. And just some of the stuff that they find out and how they came to it is actually done pretty well. And the designs of just the rooms, the elaborate designs of the rooms were done actually pretty well. And this is where the whole thing of Saw comes in. It does put you in the mind frame of Saw, even though it's just a whole room, but just so far within to the Saw franchises, if you guys seen it, which I know a lot of you guys have, just the elaborate, way that the inventions were constructed, it was pretty cool leading up to a certain point in the franchise. And that's just kind of like how these rooms were. So I can appreciate that. And it is a smart movie. It's not like just dumb, we do this and blah, 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 and all this stuff. It's stuff that they have to figure out. Like, they are given hints throughout the movie to find a way out, and then they have to go and try and figure out things, and they end up coming to, certain clues and have to figure out what this means in order to get out the room. So, in that case, it was pretty smart, and it is intense. Some of the scenes are really intense once it gets down to the nitty-gritty, to getting out the room, or just certain, differences between characters as far as like just the, anger and just the frustration that they let out was done pretty well, and I enjoyed that. Some of the things that I didn't enjoy about this movie was the bits of comedy. It was hit or miss. Like, it does have good bits of comedy, but a lot of it was kind of a miss. And just the ending of the movie just totally just took it somewhere where they didn't need to go. I liked everything leading up to that ending. It was just seemed like the ending was shoehorned onto there. Like, it just seemed like they did test screenings and the people didn't like it, so they just wanted to add like an ending on to make it better. And it just made the ending just worse. They could have ended it at a certain point and they didn't. They just kept on. It just was like horrible. But everything leading up to that was good. So in conclusion, this movie is just kind of like if you mix the Belko Experiment mixed with Saw, mixed with Cabin in the Woods, but it's not taken away from the enjoyment of it. Like, this movie was a really good movie and I really did enjoy it. Is it worth seeing? It definitely is. It's worth to check out. Like I said, the only real big thing about this movie was the end, was just horrible. But 95% of this movie was really enjoyable, and it is worth your money, worth checking out. It isn't gonna be my favorite movie of this year. I don't even even know if it's going to be in the top 10, but I could tell you that it more than likely isn't going to be in the top 10 by the end of this year. But it's worth checking out. And as a rating, I give this movie an 8. Really didn't enjoy it, except for the ending, but there you go. And that is my review, and I hope you guys liked it, and I hope this helps you guys out in, you know, just deciding whether you want to see this movie. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out. Hey, before you guys leave, make sure you hit that like button as well as that subscribe button. And you see that little bell? Make sure you hit that to turn on your notifications. That way you'll be notified for anything that appears on my channel. Hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.